Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening. Sorry. Good evening, everybody. How are we all doing today? Hello,
Good afternoon.
everybody. Good evening.
Hi, good
Good.
evening.
Okay.
You
Hi,
know me.
blessing.
How was
How are
yours?
you? Oh, my day was
Fine.
fine. Thank you.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening, Precious. Good evening, Amzat. Good evening, everybody. So we're not going to waste time trying to catch up. I'm sure I've been seeing people's tweets online, so I'm sure like a lot of us are learning a lot. Our speaker is here already. Before she starts, I'm going to read her bio. Please give me a minute. Okay. Today we are going to be learning understanding soft skills versus hard skills. Our speaker's name is Hawau Jaiyeola. She's a skilled data analyst and program manager specializing in business intelligence with a deep passion for empowerment and leadership. She's actively involved in roles that bridges practical analytics with mentoring future professionals. Awao has extensive experience managing programs and guiding individuals in data-related fields. She is dedicated to initiatives that promote women's participation in technology, championing efforts to inspire more girls to pursue careers in STEM. A round of applause. Thank you very much. As we invite our speaking speaker, Miss Awao. Wow, you have the floor.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. Thank you very much, host, for that wonderful uh, read. Thank you so much. It's nice to be here today. How has it been? The 7 days masterclass. How is it going? Okay. So I'm happy to join today. As we all know, today's topic is about understanding the soft skills and hard skills. All right, so I'm going to share my screen, but before then, please give me a few seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, please let me know if you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, kindly drop an emoji or any sign. Okay. Yeah, like I said, today's topic is about understanding the hard skills versus the soft skills. And this presentation is basically about balancing technical expertise and interpersonal growth. So today we'll be looking at the introduction to skills development. We'll also look at the what hard skills is. We'll also explore what soft skills is. We look at the importance of both skills in career success. Then we'll explore the real world examples and scenarios. We'll also look at the tips for balancing and developing both skill sets. Then in conclusion, we're going to have a discussions around this topic. Okay, so a little introduction about me. The host has already read a lot, so I won't really spend much time here. So, how are we feeling today? Let's do a quick check-in before we start. So let me know how you're feeling. Drop an emoji. Are you happy? Okay, I'm expecting your emoji. Nobody dropped emoji. Are you happy? Are you sad? What has your experience been since the beginning of this session? Okay, I'm seeing love emoji. I'm seeing happy. I'm seeing smileys. Yeah, that's great. That is to show you've learned a lot and you're happy about this session. All right, so let's continue. Okay, like I said, we are basically looking at the difference between, and we are exploring the soft skills and hard skills. But before then, we need to understand what skills development is. So I'm going to do a quick intro into what skills development is. Basically, it's just the process of improving specific skills to be more efficient and effective when you perform a task. So it's just a way of developing your skills, right? Then we have three types of skills development. We have upskilling, we have cross-skilling, and we have reskilling. So what upskilling is about is when you are improving your skills in your current role. For example, you are a data analyst and maybe you only use a particular tools, and then you realize you need to know about maybe visualization tools. Then you try to learn or you try to improve on that particular role. Why cross-skilling is you learn new skills for your current role. So you can decide to learn another skills just to improve on your current role. Then reskilling is about learning a new skills so that you can move to a new role, right? Okay. Now, are we ready for this? This is the main topic of today, hard skills and soft skills. So what is hard skills? I always like to just say hard skills is they are technical skills. Technical doesn't mean it has to be tech skills, right? It's just technical, then a kind of skills that you can measure or you can acquire through training, either a formal training or non-formal training or hands-on experience. Okay. Then soft skills. Soft skills, you can just say soft skills are human skills, the kind of skills that you use to interact with people, social interaction skills. Example can be communication, it can be teamwork, it can be time management, it can be problem solving, it can be leadership skills, it can be um adaptability. Yes. So those are the soft skills. That's the kind of skills you use to interact with people every day in your workplace, at home, anywhere you are. That is soft skills. Now we're going to look at the difference between hard skills and soft skills. Okay, before I go on, can anybody hear me? I was explaining what hard skills is. Can anybody drop the example of hard skills and example of soft skills in the comment box so that I can know we are together? Let's make this engaging. Let's make it interactive. So hard skills, they are just like technical skills, the kind of skills that you acquire through training, through hands-on experience, while soft skills are the kind of skills that you use for social interaction. An example of hard skills can be either a product design skill, data analysis skills, software development skills. It can even be a chef. It can be doctor. Any skills. Okay, let me take it back to my slide. Hard skills, they are technical skills and they are measurable abilities acquired through education. So they are just technical skills that you can acquire through education, training, or hands-on experience. While your soft skills, they are human skills or interpersonal skills, emotional skills, social interaction skills. An example of them can be communication skills, problem-solving skills, adaptability, leadership, and teamwork. Now let's look at the difference between hard skills and soft skills. Looking at this image, obviously, when you see a techie, I don't want to actually base this with techie, but then if you see anybody on a workspace working on a computer, you know the person is working. So that kind of work is like a technical skills. This person in this image can either be a software developer, can be a product designer, it can be a program manager, it can even be a doctor, it can be any profession. Now, if you look at the other side, you notice there are other images. It's not just about the computer. Now let's go and look at the difference. Now, the difference between hard skills and soft skills. From the definition, hard skills are technical abilities that you acquire through training. You need to learn this through a formal training. That is hard skills. While soft skills, they are social interaction skills that enable you to interact between people. Now, how do you acquire hard skills? Hard skills are acquired through education or formal training, while soft skills is usually acquired through life experiences, through practice, through self-awareness. Some might be inbuilt, some might be through practice or you develop them. Examples of hard skills, we can have programming skills, data analysis skills, accounting, designers, graphic design, product design. Then example of soft skills can be communication, teamwork, adaptability, creativity, problem solving. Another difference between hard skills and soft skills is evaluation. Hard skills can be evaluated. It's something you can measure. You can easily say, oh, I'm an expert. I'm on beginner stage as a data analyst. I'm an intermediate with a particular skills. Why soft skills cannot be evaluated? The only way you can get to measure soft skills is through feedback or interactions in your workplace. The way you interact within your team, they'll be able to know, oh, this person is very good with communications. Oh, this person is a great speaker when it comes to public speaking. Oh, this person is a good listener. Oh, this person is very good with collaborating with teams. So for you to be able to measure your soft skills, it's either you get a feedback through your team colleagues. There was a colleague of mine that sent me a form to fill. When I checked the form, it was actually like a self-evaluation form, like for me to evaluate him based on how you work with other team. So that's the way you can measure soft skills compared to hard skills. Then development time. For you to acquire hard skills, you can learn it within a specific time. For example, now the most popular thing, let's say you want to learn software developer now, it might be close to 6 months or 1 year. If it is data analysis, they might say, oh, from 3 months to 6 months, you'll be an expert. That is the time you use to develop hard skills. Why for soft skills, It doesn't really have a particular time. Some people might be speaking, they might be speaking for the past 2 years and they might not be an expert. So it is not, there's no time for you to develop art skills. You just find yourself practicing over and over again. Then before you know, you are like you do it naturally. Okay, so that's the difference between art skills and soft skills. Are we together? Okay, thank you, Amzat. She's taking the notes. All right. Okay. Now let's look at why both hard skills and soft skills are important. We already get the an overview of what hard skills is and what soft skills is, and with their differences, you should be able to know what you can call hard skills and what you can call soft skills. Now, why are these skills? Why are they important? Like, there's no how the two have to coexist together. You can't only depend on only hard skills for you to excel in your career. You need both. Without hard skills, you might not be able to uh, excel in your career, and without you having soft skills, it's not easy. So you have to combine both. The two have to coexist together. Hard skills is going to help you to secure your job. For example, as a software developer, once you submit your portfolio, oh, this is nice. Oh, this is the app you develop. Wow, this is really nice. They're going to give you the job. You definitely get the job, right? But as time goes on, when you are on the job, can you actually work with people on your team? Can you communicate effectively? Can you manage your team? Can you deliver on time? Like, how do you manage your time? If the deadline to submit a project is between now and, let's say, like just 1 week, are you the type of person that can manage your time so that you can meet up with deadline? So you see the difference. You are very, very good with writing code and creating apps, designs. Oh, you can develop graphics and all. But can you actually meet up with time? Will you be able to communicate with other team, or you are working solo? So hard skills is going to help you to secure the job, but soft skills is going to help you to excel and grow in this job. For example, a product design. A product design cannot work alone. It's either you're working with software developers, product manager. Now they give you a task to create, to design a user story for a particular website or app. The deadline is for you to submit between now and next week. You are not able to deliver. You did not communicate to the software developers you hand over the job to, or your product manager. Now, let's say you have issues and you are disconnected from the internet, they can't even have access to you. Like, for that to happen, you are not good. Like, you are not a good developer. So that is another thing. The two have to coexist together. You need to be very good with your hard skills, and your level of soft skills too has to be very, very accurate. You know how to communicate with your team. In case if you cannot even meet up the deadline, communication is very, very important. Now, time management is also very, very important. You're given 2 weeks to submit a project. If you cannot even meet up to that 2 weeks, it's better for you to communicate. So that's another thing. So hard skills is going to get you hired, while soft skills is going to keep you hired. That's the importance of the two. Now, common workplace scenarios. Let me use this scenarios as an example. You are a great coder. You know how to code very well, but you struggle with team communication. You are a strong communicator, but you lack technical proficiency in a particular tools. So that is just an example of hard skills and soft skills, and the two have to work together. Are we together? Oh my God, I'm really sorry. I had a glitch with my network. In fact, I did not know until when I checked here. Where did I stop, please? Anybody? Like, when last did you hear me?
We were talking about how the two skills work together.
Oh, what?
How the two skills work together.
Oh my God. Really? So I've dropped since why both hard skills and soft skills are important. 6 minutes ago. Wow. Okay, okay. So let's let's go. Please let me know if you can see my screen. I'm going to share my screen now. Okay, thank you. So does that mean I've stopped sharing since why both hard skills and soft skills are important? Please drop an emoji. Wow. Wow. Seriously? Okay. Since I've explained this is just telling us how important hard skills and soft skills are work together. So the common workspace scenarios, an example is, imagine you're a great software developer and you struggle with team communications. This one is even like something I've witnessed. There's a program manager and there's this software developer guy. He's very, very good. This guy is very, very good. He also develop app. And when it is time to, and honestly, this program manager doesn't even know that this guy cannot communicate effectively. Now, it is time for you to present to the client what you've developed. When it is time for this guy to present his screen, seriously, he could not say anything. This guy is a very, very good person who has developed a whole website, app, and everything. And he could not say anything. The program manager has to like message him on a DM. Oh, what happened? You're not talking. He was like, I'm scared. I don't know what to say. Can you please just say it? So you cannot defend what you have worked on. So can you see how bad it is? You are very, very good with your skills, like your technical skills, and you cannot present. You can't even tell people what you have worked on. You can't even walk them through what you have developed, so for them to know how to use it, or for them to be able to get an overview of what you have worked on. So that kind of person, do you think if the program manager is not someone that understands the project, what do you think is going to happen in that scenario? Because you will not get to communicate your ideas, what you have developed, to the stakeholders. So what's the point? You can't communicate effectively. So what's the point? So that's the case scenario. So that's why the two is very, very important. Now, how do you develop art skills? What are the steps you need to take for you to develop art skills, technical skills? Take relevant courses. The first thing is to define a clear goal. Oh, I want to be a product designer. Now, for you to become a product designer, what are the skills you need to learn to become a good product designer, to become a data analyst, to become a software developer? You need to take courses, either in a tech hub, a training schools, or if you are the type that you are good with learning online, so self-learning, you can also do that. You can take courses online, boot camps. So that's the first step to learn to develop an art skills. Another step is get certifications in industry recognized tools. There are actually some industry, but it's very, very rare. They might require you to, they might want you to show your certifications. And even if it is not compulsory, it is always like a supporting document for your portfolios. At least if you have a recognized certificate, imagine you have a Coursera certificate, Udemy, all those recognized platform. At least you have a supporting document to show that you actually know how to work with these skills. Then another thing is work on projects. It's not about just certifications or piling up certificates. Oh, I've been certified, uploading on LinkedIn every minute. I'm happy to tell you that I'm certified in this so course. I'm happy to tell you that I'm now a certified. No, 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 no. Work on real life projects, like work on projects, showcase your projects, let people know that you've actually gained that particular skills. Document the projects online, document the projects. Okay. Then another thing is stay updated with industry trends. You need to be updated every time, because in the tech world is changing, it's updating every day. You just have to be updated. For example, as a data analyst, if you are using Power BI tools or Microsoft Excel tools, you will just wake up one day and you realize the interface has changed, like the dashboard has changed entirely. And you'll be wondering, oh, what happened? Because you're not updated, you're not reading the news, you're not checking the tech news, you're not seeing what is going on. So always get updated in your particular career. Always stay updated. The other thing I will add is public building public in whatever career. It doesn't necessarily have to be even technical skills, tech skills, any career, either you are a chef, you are a doctor, you are any career, build in public. Let people know what you're doing. It may appear that you post and you don't get likes, but trust me, people are watching. They are watching you. There will be a day they have to go back to all those posts, whatever you have posted, and they will use that as an evidence. Oh, this person has been consistent. See the projects you work on. This is what you've worked on. So build in public. Always don't let that project be on your laptop. Push it out. Nobody's going to see it on your PC. You have to document it out. Unless you have a company that you create yourself that you want to work. If not, please build in public. That's how to develop hard skills. Developing soft skills. How to develop soft skills is through practice, because it's interaction skills. You interact with people, you communicate with people. So through practice, everyday practice. For example, someone that wants to be a public speaker, then you always like go for events, get a speaking gig so that you can get opportunity to speak. Like look for a way where you can practice your skills, communication skills. Another way you can develop soft skills is manage your time effectively. For you to get to develop time management skills, you need to learn how to manage your time. Whatever techniques that you think can help you, there are a lot of techniques. There's Pomodoro techniques. Pomodoro techniques is like working for a few minutes, then you take a break, then you go back again. Even if it's just 1 hour that you work for, in as much it is a productive one for you, it's not about the length of time. If it is 30 minutes and you're able to complete a particular task, then you are good to go. That means you know how to manage your time effectively. Learn how to prioritize your task. Know what is on the high level task. Then know the ones that are not very necessary. So you should learn how to prioritize tasks. If it's something you need to submit before this night, then you should know that you should have worked on it. Don't be the type that your manager will drop a document for you and you report that you've worked on it. Now you're waiting for like a day before you open that document. At the end of the day, you realize there is no access to the documents. Is this relatable? Okay. So you request for a document, they give you the documents. Now you say, oh, I've already worked on it. Now you want to work on it tomorrow. You open the documents. Even your manager did not even give access. Now tell me who is going to go back to the manager and request for access. All right. So all right, so manage your time effectively, prioritize tasks so that you can be productive. Another way you can develop your soft skills is seek feedback. Get feedback because you cannot measure this. The only way you can use to measure it is get feedback from people. You might not know how good you are or on how you can rate yourself on your collaboration skills with your team or the way you work with your team, how you deliver projects, unless you seek feedback from them. So there was a colleague of mine, he dropped a form with me this morning and he was like, oh, please, can you help me to fill this? So when I checked the form, it's actually about evaluation. You want me to evaluate him based on his collaboration with other team, how he responds quickly, how, he just combine questions together to evaluate himself based on the way he work with team. And that's a very good thing. I think a lot of people always do this yearly, like they send form to their colleagues to rate them, evaluate them. So that's another way you can develop your soft skills. So if people rate you on a scale of 5, oh, that means you are very excellent. 4, oh, like it's good, you are good, like it's not that bad. 3, oh, yeah, okay, not really bad. 2, you're just there. 1, yeah, very bad. Oh, all right. So you can try something like that. If you have team that you work with, you can just create a Google form and set up some questions for them to evaluate you. So another way you can develop soft skills is embrace empathy and adaptability. Let me come from adaptability point of view. You're working in an organization and they introduce a new softwares or a new tools that it is compulsory for every team to know how to use it. Then you take up the challenge to quickly go and learn the skills. Then after a few weeks, you already know how to use it. That is adaptability. You've been able to adjust quickly to the new tools or the new trend they are using in your organization. So you should learn how to adapt quickly. Then embrace empathy, like the way you feel for others. Like always put yourself in people's shoes. So don't just criticize, like always be a good listener, listen to them. They might be going through a challenge. So the way you interact with people, that's just how to develop soft skills. And people will always remember you for that. Oh, this person has empathy. So that is another way you can develop soft skills. Now, how do you balance both skills for success? Create a skill development plan. If your plan is to master how to communicate effectively or how to collaborate very well, then create a development plan. You can set a target for yourself. Oh, I want to know how to speak very well in events or anywhere. And I give myself from now till but maybe from now till next year, I should be a great public speaker. Then from there you take tell people to evaluate you. So from there you keep developing yourself. Then join communities to practice soft skills. You can join community, like for example, this Atec Africa. You can join community to network, go for meetups, go to tech conferences, and from there you get to be a volunteer for a particular program. From there you work with team. So at times, if you are developing your skills, you might not actually get a role first. So with this, with communities and all, you can get to practice soft skills. Then you should also work on projects so that you can get to apply both skills. So this point, success in tech is not just about what you know. It's not just about what you know. If you remember the case scenario of that guy I talk about, he's a very good software developer. He can create app, he can develop app, do everything. But when it comes to communicating, work through stakeholders through what he has developed, he finds it very hard. Find it very hard. So with that, you cannot attain that success. So it is not about what you know, but how you work with others. Hard skills is going to get you hired for a job because it's actually a proof that you know how to do this. But soft skills is going to help you to thrive in your role by enabling effective collaboration, problem solving, adaptability. Both skills, they are very, very important for you to attain success in your career. Okay. Thank you for listening. Uh, Thank you for listening to this long topic. I hope you are able to gain one or two things from this talk. Question and answer. Is there any question? Let's do it this way. I'm going to get your questions first. I've also prepared my own questions, or should we take my questions first before I take your questions? Who is representing us? Okay. Okay. So my first question, which soft skills would help you to resolve a conflict in a team project? Which soft skills is going to help you to resolve a conflict in a team project? Anybody? Can you still hear me? Okay. Okay, Busari Muslimas, yes, please can unmute and speak.
Okay. Good evening, ma.
Good
I guess
evening.
communication can help resolve the conflicts.
Okay, thank you. That's great. Communication and what other soft skills do you think can help?
Mm,
So you're working with team and you need to deliver a project. Now there's a conflict and you need to resolve that. So communication, correct. Then which other skills, soft skills? Okay, thank you. Communication and teamwork. Because after you communicate and they get your point, then you need to work, like collaborate together so that you'll be able to achieve what you want to achieve. Thank you. So my second question is another person should answer this. Imagine you're applying for a job as a product designer. How would you showcase your art skills during the interview? Imagine you're applying for a job as a product designer. How would you showcase your art skills during the interview? Who is helping us with this question? Okay, I think I should just copy the questions on the chat box to make it easier. So imagine you're applying for a job as a product designer. How would you showcase your art skills during the interview? Anybody? Okay. So let me read the third question. We're going to come back to the second question. Why is it important to balance both hard and soft skills in your career journey? Who's going to help us with that? Why is it important to balance both hard and soft skills in your career journey? Can you, am I still audible? Yes. Yeah. Okay, Busari Muslima, please go on. Why is it important to balance both hard skills and soft skills? Yes. Okay.
We have to balance the both because it works together because of the communication aspects and the technical aspects need to work together.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Second to the last question. How will you start improving your soft skills from today? Who's going to give us that answer? How will you start improving your soft skills starting from today? How will you start? Really? Muslims?
No.
Okay. We should have.
Okay.
Okay.
What is I used to have problem with communication most times. So I guess I'll just try to improve myself with communication.
Okay. That's very good. So since you've been
Thank
able
you.
to identify your weakness, then the next thing is to work towards it. Thank you very much for that answer. So the last question, if you don't know how to use a specific software at work, which hard and soft skills would you need to overcome this challenge? You don't know how to use a specific software at work. Which hard and soft skills would you need to overcome the challenge? Okay, Tony Olusomi, please go on and speak. Tony Olusomi, please go on and speak. You're raising your hand. Okay, Abigail Rindap, please go on and speak. Okay. Um, I guess they are not on the call again. I can't hear them. Anybody
Can you
else?
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. Okay. So, the question. So, if I don't know how to use a particular software in my workplace, so the next step for me to take is to, go and make more inquiries, gather more um resources about the software, and learn more about it. Now we have ChatGPT, then we have Udemy. There are courses that we can, you know, we can go through in order for us to know more about the software or the application. Then we have to put it into constant use as a practice in order for us to be perfecting it.
Okay, thank you. So which soft skills are you going to put in that scenario? Are you going to join together with the hard skills? Blessing, don't unmute. We are still together. This is a discussion time. So after you know that, oh, you've seen this course. So which other soft skills are you going to add together with that hard skills?
Let me say adaptability and
Thank
communication.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Adaptability. The ability of being able to adjust quickly so that you can learn that particular skills. That is the soft skills. Where you quickly adapt to using the new skills. Thank you very much, Blessing. So the last question, you are working on a tight deadline and a team member is not meeting expectations. Which soft skills would you use to handle this situation? You're working on a tight deadline and a team member is not meeting expectations. Which soft skills would you use to handle the situation? Abigail, you're raising your hand. Please go on and speak. We have a few minutes to go. This is 1 hour. Okay. Abigail, are you raising your hand?
Should I say leadership and communication? Then we have teamwork as well.
Okay. Then, yeah, that's great.
No, the reason why I picked leadership is because there are some if you're working with a team, we have different person on the team, so
Yes.
some can like really frustrate you. I think
Yeah.
you understand what I'm talking about. So at times you need to make some core hard decisions. You just need to take that as the team leader in order for the person to sit up. Then in the situation where you're like trying to prove your leadership there, then you have to communicate it to the person in the right way.
Yeah.
So that it will not cause a miscommunication. Then that is where teamwork comes in. Okay, you're working on this. What blockers are you having? Where do you think that we can come in? And yeah, I think that's just it.
Now there's one other last one that I'm expecting in this scenario.
Okay. I think I mentioned leadership, teamwork, communication. Is it active listening?
Maybe I would say empathy. Because seriously, some team member, yeah, they can really be frustrating. Like some people can be frustrating. You give them deadlines to submit something, they will not reach out, they will not communicate. What is going on? So in that scenario, as a leadership, you need to have this empathy. At times it might be life challenges. So you need to like put yourself, especially if that particular team is not someone like that. So you need to like put yourself in their shoe, like try to communicate with them, get to know what they are facing, what is the challenges. So it is empathy, like you being able to have that time to even like ask them what is going on. Are you having issues? Is it your internet? You don't have lights in. So that empathy is also a soft skills that we need to have if we are working in a team. Yeah, thank you very much. I think that is all for today. I don't have I've used all my time. Oh, are you still there? Do we still have time to ask for people to ask questions?
Yeah, if anyone have question, you can just quickly maybe drop it in the chat, or if you can speak, you can on your mic and speak.
Okay. So do we have question?
If you have question, just signify, let's know first. So okay. I don't think there's any question
So
here.
we don't have any questions. Yeah.
Oh,
So
sorry, I have a question. I've been trying to unmute. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry. It's just like a scenario. In a case whereby you're a team leader, and put it that way.
Yeah.
And you have this particular person in your team that never meets up with the deadline. You have tried to communicate with the person what is wrong. Did you have any blockers with what we are giving you? Is it that the timeline that we are giving you for the task is too small, or did you want an extension and what? And the person is keeps saying, okay, everything is fine. Okay, we added like more time, and still the person is not meeting up with the task, and you have tried to enforce it and it's not working. In such a scenario, what did you advise me to do?
Seriously, if you have tried this several times and the person is still not changing, the best advice I'll give is drop that person on your team. This has happened a lot of time. There's a project we worked on with my team recently. This guy is a Flutter developer, and he's very very good. He's very very good. And one thing he lacks is communication. If you drop a message, oh, the meeting, we are going to have the next meeting by next week, and it is important we show at least a progress to our clients. What are you working on? What have you worked on? Can you please just drop information on what you are working? We're going to present next week. This guy will not reply. But trust me, if he's going to come, like come back to the team, reply, he's going to come with a good work, like badass work. It's very, very good. But then he does not meet up to the deadline. In fact, at the end of the day, he might not even be able to show up on the present on that day. And you need to do what you need to like give an excuse to your clients again. So that kind of person, he lacks these soft skills. He's very good with hard skills. So in the long run, just ask him to submit all his repositories, everything, all the documents that we have with him. You should just submit everything, and we hand over the job to another person, because that kind of person can make you to lose your clients. Imagine you have a very good, consistent paying clients, and you now have this particular team member that is always fucking up. Though he's very good, but you have to make that decision. You have to make that decision. You need to drop in, let him submit whatever information or document he has. Give the job to another person. Seems hard, but as a product manager, if you're a product manager, you need to make that decision. Or else that person is going to uh uh let that project not be productive, because at the end of the day, if you can't show up to present to your clients, that's a fuck up already. You did not know how to, you can't manage your team, you can't even deliver on the exact date. So you don't have any option than to just drop the person and give the job to another person that can handle it perfectly.
All right, thank you very much. Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're welcome. So anybody else? Do you have any question? Okay, if you don't want to, I even want people to speak. Don't drop it in the chat box to show that we are improving on our soft skills, maybe communication, speaking. So just unmute and ask your question. If you have other contributions, you can always drop it online, be in your socials, and tag me either LinkedIn or Twitter. Yeah. Host, are you there?
Yeah, thank you so much for the insightful and impactful session. I personally have learned a lot and I've drafted out some action plans to improve my areas of weaknesses. And I'm very sure the people on the course to have like noted some things down, and I'm very sure they are going to follow up, because there is no point having this session if we are not following up on it. Thank you so much for the session once again. So as usual, as we always do here, I would like everyone to, if you are comfortable on in your camera, please do so we can take a good picture before we round up. I'm actually in the bedroom, but then let me just try to show something. Okay. 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 Okay, this is not even showing. Yeah, I think the network is bad. I don't know what's going on. It's not okay. What happened? Okay, let me try. All right. I think we just have to manage this because of the network. So you should everyone should not forget to post what lessons you learned on your social media, tag Tech Africa, tag the speaker, and don't forget we still have 2 more masterclass to go. And just share your lessons and tag everyone. And that's all for today. Thank you all for joining. Thank you once again, our speaker, for being here with us.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's my pleasure. And sadly, I could not get to show my face, but if you tag me on LinkedIn, Jaiyeola Hawau, see my picture. It's nice to meet everyone. Bye.